Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial on how to manage time off policies. With KiwiHR, administrators can manage and create different time off in time off types and set different rules for each of them depending on the employee's contract and the category time off policies. This feature allows you to set different rules for vacation or sick leave to employees who work full-time, and doesn't set a rule for employees who work part-time. To create different type of time off, go to Settings, select Configuration, and click on Time Off Types under Time Off. When you first start using your KiwiHR account, 4 different types of time off already exist: vacation, sick leave, compensatory, remote. To create a new one, click on plus Add Time Off Types. Give it a name and choose a color to display it in the company's calendar. Finally, tick the box if you want it to be displayed publicly in the calendar. Then click Add at the top. To manage time off policies, stay in Settings and Configuration and click on Time Off Policies under the category Time Off. If it's your first time using this feature, you need to create a time off policy from scratch. Click on plus Add Policy, give it a name, click on Add Time Off Rule to select which set of rules you want to create for this policy, select the monster type of time off you set up and click Next Step. You can now start setting up your time off policy starting with the basic configuration. Be aware that when you save a rule, you cannot amend any part of the basic configuration, as it can create contradictions within the system. If you want to change any part of it, you will need to create a new rule from scratch. Select if the allocation method will be set on a number of rules or unlimited. If you select unlimited, some of the rules will disappear since they will not be necessary. Select an accrual period when the entitled amount of time is renewed and end. Select a usage period when the employee can use the entitled amount of time they accrued. Select the frequency when the entitlement is accrued. Tick the box if you're creating a vacation or sick leave policy. Then, when an employee selects this type of time off, the time off will be counted as an absence on the timesheet. Select the deduction mode depending on their working hours. If they're not full-time, from Monday to Friday, from Monday to Saturday, or all week if the employee has no day off. Once you have made your selection, click Next Step at the top on the right. In the second part of the settings process, you can enter the total number of days allocated per employee per year. This amount can also be accrued monthly if you have selected it in the frequency. Click the toggle to allow for this type of time off request to be approved automatically without needing the approval of a manager or human resources. A weekly limit allows only for a certain number of requests per week for this type of time off. Then, click Next Step. For this last step in the settings process, you are only asked to choose if employees can carry over unused days to the next period. You can then decide the number of days employees will be allowed to carry over to the next period, and if those days will have an expiration date, or if employees can keep using them indefinitely during the next time period or periods. If you click the toggle and give the carryover days an expiration date, you need to select the date by which employees will need to use the remaining days. To avoid contradiction in the system, it will not be possible to amend this part of the settings after it is saved. Please be aware that if you want to change this later, you will need to create a new time off rules from scratch. Once everything's been set, click Save Time Off Rule. A full reminder of the time off rule is then displayed. On Assigned, you can attribute the policy to employees of your choosing. Click Assign Policy and tick the box for each employee you want to associate with this policy with. On the right side, you can see which policy has already been assigned to them. If you choose to assign an employee to a different policy, this will not change past requests, but it will automatically cancel pending and future requests. The previous time off balance will also be archived. This decision is permanently recorded in the system. Once a time off policy has been assigned to an employee, their balance is displayed in balance with each request for this type of time off. Finally, with Bulk Adjust, you can edit multiple balances directly from the table without opening individual balances. You can now start creating time off policies for your employees.